back to more of the Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. So, I'm sorry if you hear a hum, it's my fan. Oh, we're not taking the horses? Cool. We're going by foot.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomred's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Killer of the North. What? No knights brave enough? What's bravery against
Who would
beast?
go first?
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchery trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Rossel's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Ninnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Rossel now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Rossel he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
He just roasted him. Okay guys, so I'm gonna turn that off. Alright. Well, I mean, he ain't using it.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. Killed with a single blow.
Alright.
In the cellar, gotta be. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart.
Alright.
Claw wounds. From 5 separate claws. Spread of a small human hand.
Okay, oh, wrong button. Before I do anything, this is the main quest, right? Alright, it's the main quest. Just gotta make sure that. 2. What in the hell? Here. Is a Bruxa. Alright, well. Vampire oil, black blood, potion, dust. Hold up. I might have. Type of bomb. I think it was moon dust? I think that's what it was. What do we have here? Swallow. I really don't make potions. That. All parts present. And black blood. Really? You like create more Witchers? So how things are working now? Alright. So black blood. Tonic. Charges, 40 charges, 20. Alright. Alright, just want to be sure what else I need. Moon dust, yep.
Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers.
Weirden. Weird in here. Oh, I gotta change inventory setup. 'Cause they changed everything up. It's really weird. It should be okay though. I got that.
Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell
Alright.
down the stairs, broke his neck.
Wow, that blows.
Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Damn.
Used this to batter down the grate.
Alright. We're getting close. This is probably it.
You. Saw you at the inn.
Oh, please don't be naked. Isn't that gonna censor you?
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Please don't. Then I gotta censor you. Oh my god. Well, censor it. That'll be fun.
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Alright, cool. This is what year done this for. I'm stuck so bad right now. I'm so stuck. Ow. Why did you didn't change? I don't like you. Forgot how to throw bombs. Just another year didn't done. Come on. Wait for me. Ah, get out of here. Get him. Get it. Woo. I see you, game. Damn. Oh, go, guys, go. Dude, my food is not going up. Oh my god. Hang on. Come on. Ken. Dude, I can't even see her. This is terrifying. Almost dead. See like glimpses right off the bat again. That was horrible. Out of here. She didn't even move. I had to give her health left. Get out of here. I see you. No, you motherfucker. Oh my god. Get out of here. Oh.
Kill all these men to get to the body.
I was about to really
What's she doing
upset.
at the table, though?
Oh. Hey. Jeez, that was terrible. That was horrible. This poor man.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins.
That's not weird.
Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this,
That coin is floating
means
in
we're
the
dealing
sand.
with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Think someone's gonna be playing Happy Grab Ass later.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Alright. Well, we're gonna meditate right quick. Just so I can replenish supplies, you know, just... Well, that explains why it didn't do anything. Alright, well... What is that? I got old Panic at the Disco stuck in my head. I've been listening to a lot of older Panic at the Disco lately. Like, stuff from A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I also seen the new X-Men lately. That was a good movie. Oh my gosh, how do I get out of here? There we go. Oh. This whole deal was stressful. I don't want to be here anymore. Oh man. So I've been doing a lot of walkthroughs lately. I'm not gonna lie. It's been quite busy. So I finished Uncharted 4, and as soon as I was trying to finish up editing for Uncharted 4, I had to do Fallout 4. I was doing Fallout 4 Far Harbor, and then as soon as Far Harbor ended, like 3 days later, I'm on this now. So I've been very busy with the walkthroughs lately. Walkthroughs are fun, but like they're consistent. You have to be consistent on them. You can't be like slacking on walkthroughs. but I think it's hard. Fuck this guy. Oh, this is gonna be a big cutscene, so mute.
The Palmerine. What about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Yeah, virtue always wins.
But the Black Knight, he's a villain and he wins.
The cutter of Casteldacia, too.
Moral victory, that's what counts.
Rubbish.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmaar? Throwing some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this. Damn it. We have to help him.
Oh, somehow I knew this was gonna happen.
Time to end this.
Gotta keep it down. Can only tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, for Knightling,
god, he's gonna kill me. What the hell?